Hey, Witches of the Moon, it is Jess Spellbound here, your Wednesday hostess. Sorry I am late again this week, but life. So, this week we are talking about threshold magic, and what I've been trying to do is not watch Jen or Natalie's video before mine comes up because I don't want to feel biased or biased. Yeah. Or swayed by what they say. I want you to have my genuine opinion on each and every topic just to add variety or add confirmation. So I was excited about this topic because it was something that I took care of myself last week, and with because the full moon and Mabon was right around the corner, it was a good time to revamp all of the things that I enjoy doing outside of my home. So for threshold magic, it is a way of using the entrance to your home, your space, as a conduit of energy, or things that, or a barrier of what you don't want to cross into your space. So for me, on my door currently, I have a broom that I decorate for every season. It's a big broom. It's probably about 3.5 feet big, but I hang it right on my front door, the storm door. And every season I go out and I change the decorations that are on that broom. And I also use that broom particularly because it is made of white birch, like the thin white birch branches. So I do use that as a way of sweeping out negativity, and I do spray it with essential oils when the time comes for it to be re-energized, which typically I will do every full moon. Right now I have, I just made a wreath. It's the wreath with the star on the inside. I made it out of grapevine because they just chopped the crap out of my tree because it was coming too close to the power lines, and all on top of that tree, it was like its own little canopy on top of the tree were grapevine. So a lot of the ones that they left most of it behind. So I cleaned it up and I took them and I made something else to hang on my door. I don't think it's going to stay on my door. I think it's going to go into my bedroom. But for right now, while it's drying out, it is on the door. Sorry, here comes my little one.
I got the juice.
Go get one out of the fridge.
Will you help me?
Yeah, I'll help you. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And excuse this mess. This is my new art projects all back here. Oh, wait. Those are just regular diapers, but there's some art project stuff happening back here. So excuse me. Come on. Quick, baby. Take that. Oh, I am sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I can't pause it and then restart it, and it is already 8:30 at night and I just didn't feel like restarting. Okay. So there are all different types of tricks and tips you can use for the outside of your home leading inside of your home. You can cleanse it down, like physically cleanse it down while you're cleaning the inside of your house. Do not forget to do your doors or the actual threshold of crossing into. If you have any kind of powder that you want to make, powders are a really great way of, I find, solidifying energies into your home or using it as a barrier and keeping things out. You could do protection barriers, or protection powders. You could do, I can't even think of any more because a prosperity, happiness, love, abundance. There's so many things. Really, the sky is the limit with what you would personally want to come into your home, to come into your life, or to keep out, to repel. I usually, if I do workings, I try to extend it not only to my threshold of my door, but also my property, because you have to drive. The way my house is laid out is my house is very set back, so you really have to come onto my property to get to my house. So for me, not only does it work doing threshold, but then using the threshold as a way of enhancing the protection magic that's already out in my property. Like I said, really, the sky is the limit. You think about it, you can make a powder, an oil, an incense, something, and a wash. Washes are so, I feel like, so underutilized. Is that the right word? Because a wash is something that you can use all the time. You could spray all the time, and you clean your house often, or at least I clean my house. You know, I have dogs and kids and that, so I feel like I'm constantly cleaning. To have a wash that you could just spray on your door and spray around like the door frame itself is really great, and it's a really easy way of just keeping energy. The way I like to think about it is like a shield. I'm trying to think. Do you ever see like sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Where it's like you're passing through something, but there's all this gummy sticky, and then you kind of flop out the other side. That's how I like to imagine my threshold magic. So it's any type of negativity has to get left outside the door, and you want people to feel comfortable and good coming into your home. So I think that upkeeping the energy and the magical workings and all the stuff that you're doing to keep it really positive, because when people walk in, they're going to feel that, and you want them to release their baggage, their stress. You want that all to stay outside of your home. So I do think that having the right energies in your doorway, in your threshold, is so important to keep a good balance, especially if you have friends coming over, or if you have other kids. You know, I have my kids, so my daughter has her friends over. And I have people that come over, and so I think that having that space be the spider web of negativity, so where all the negativity is going to get caught on this web that you've woven yourself energetically is pretty cool, and I think it works pretty well. And like I said, really, the best way to do it, I think, any type of magic, not just necessarily threshold magic, is by doing something that works for you. What works for you? Is it like I used to have a wind chime on my door? That way, every time the door was open or closed, the wind chimes would go, and the bells would change the vibration of the house into something, maybe more positive, or dispelling negative energy, or getting rid of any type of negative energy before I come through my door. So wind chimes I left there for a really long time, and actually now I still just have them hanging next to my door. But if I feel like I'm having a bad day, I will ring them before I come in the house to kind of shake up whatever yucky energy is around me. I think that's all I've got to say on it, actually. All right, you guys, I hope you all had a beautiful Wednesday, and I will see you all next week. Blessed be.